What is the difference between top performing sales reps and everyone else? It's not just their pitch, it's the questions they ask. In this video, I'm sharing 10 discovery questions that can completely transform your conversations and help you close more deals. Stick around because I'll show you why they work, real world examples, and the perfect time to use them. What is your biggest challenge right now? Let me tell you why it works. This question gets prospect talking about pain points immediately. For example, if you're selling a CRM and they say our reps waste time on manual data entry, now you know your angle. Let me tell you when to use. Ask this early to uncover urgency. Question number 2, what does success look like for you? It works. It moves a conversation from features to outcomes. For example, prospect says, success is reducing churn by 20%. Great. Now you tie your solution to retention. Now let me tell you when to use this. Use after the shared goals or problems. Question number 3, how are you handling this today? Why it works? It shows what is working and what is broken in their current process. For example, we use spreadsheets for lead tracking. Perfect opportunity to highlight automation benefits. Let me tell you when to use this. After identifying pain points. Question number 4, who else is involved in the decision-making process? Let me tell you why it works. Avoid surprises later and reveals influencers. For example, our CFO signs off on budgets. Now you know you will need a finance. That means a friendly pitch. Now let me tell you when to use this before moving into proposals. Question number 5, what is your timeline for solving this? Let me tell you why it works. Qualifies urgency and helps you forecast. For example, we need this done in 90 days. That is a hot lead. Now let me tell you when to use this once the need is clear. Question number 6, what happens if you do nothing? Let me tell you why it works. This creates urgency by highlighting consequences. For example, if we do nothing, churn continues and revenue drops. Perfect opening for your solution. Now let me tell you when to use this. Right after identifying pain points. Question number 7, how will you measure success? Let me tell you why it works. Aligns your pitch with your KPIs. For example, we track cost per lead. That's great. Show how your tool lowers CPL. Let me tell you when to use before presenting your proposal. Question number 8, what is your budget range for this project? Now let me tell you why it works. Avoids wasting time on deals that can't close. For example, our budget is $5,000 per month. If your solution costs $10,000 per month, you know to adjust expectations early. Let me tell you when to use this right before moving to negotiation. Question number 9, why now? Let me tell you why it works. Uncovers triggers and urgency. For example, our contract with a competitor expires next month. Perfect timing for you. Let me tell you when to use. When they show interest but have not committed yet. Question number 10. If we work together, what does a successful partnership look like? Now let me tell you why it works. Positions you as a partner, not just a vendor. For example, regular check-ins and transparent reporting. Now you know their expectations. Now let me tell you when to use. Right before closing to set the tone. Let me share some pro tips and mistakes to avoid. Don't just ask questions. Listen. Your job is to dig deeper. Biggest mistake, turning discovery into an interrogation. Keep it conversational. Which of these questions will you use on your next call? Comment below. If this video helped you, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more sales tips. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Take care.